Hello, welcome to GoodVibesGuitar.com. I'm Brian Walker, and today I'm going to teach you some exercises on how to play Hallelujah. In this first video one, I'm going to show you the right hand fingering pattern, and I'm going to show you how to play the first part of the verse in the intro. And before we even get started, please go to GoodVibesGuitar.com/HALL. Hall. I made it Hallelujah shorter to be easier, and you can get this free tab. And that's what we're going to be using for this first video one. And it has all the chords up here that you'll need for the whole song. And it also has the right hand fingering and everything in the tab. And also on that page, goodvibesguitar.com/HALL, is going to be video 2, which can be free if you just share it or like my page, however that works there. I'm still figuring that out. It's just basically follow me on social media and you can see that video for free, or you can become a premium supporter and get all kinds of great benefits, which I'll tell you about in a second. But to get started, after you download that tab, what you want to do is we're going to use our right hand, and we're only going to play open strings for exercise 1 in the tab. And the right hand fingering is P for the thumb, I, M, A for the ring, and then the pinky would be C, but we're not going to use that. So we just want to keep our thumb pretty straight. You can hyperextend it here if you feel like you want to go more like this, or you can keep it kind of straight and relaxed and have your fingers like this, but you don't want to go like this. So you want your thumb nice and even, and then these fingers will come back behind the thumb like this. And so this is our I. We're playing free stroke, so it's just as simple as that. You're just lightly getting under the string and bending the finger back a little bit. And then M. Try that. And notice when I'm practicing these free strokes with my digits here, it's nice to have your thumb actually resting on the 6th string or the low E for a little support. Because you don't want to be coming out with your fingers. You're just trying to gently bend, and this part of your hand is going to stay still for the most part. You know, it might move just a little bit, but... And then try your A. So we have I, M, A, like that. And maybe even try it without your thumb touching. I, M, A. So try it both ways. So, oh, and actually the best way to do it without your thumb touching is to actually start the exercise. So in exercise 1, first you do a free stroke with your thumb. And then you do I, let it ring, M, and then A. And then you come back to M, and then back to I. And notice in the exercise here it says 6/8 time in the time signature. So that means that there's 6 beats per measure, and the 8th note gets the beat, or the count. So each of these 8th notes we're going to count. And, excuse me, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can do it nice and slowly first, and just take your time and try to get a good sound. And by the way, this chord will be used in the song. This is actually an E minor. You might know an E minor, hopefully. But since we're only playing strings 6, 3, 2, and 1, you don't need to fret. So this is one way of playing the E minor. Either like that, or the way we're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, slowing it down. You might recognize this also as the intro to Metallica. Is it 1? It's like, I don't know, I have to remember that. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but that first part, playing E minor like that, is the intro to that Metallica song. So that's pretty cool. And so that's exercise 1, and you know, get used to it. P-I-M-A-M-I. P-I-M-A-M-I. Because that's going to be the main pattern throughout the song. There is another one that we'll go over in video 2. Now, for exercise 2, we're going to start with a G5. So the way to play that is you take your 2 finger to the 3rd fret of the low E. Make sure it's right behind the fret in the sweet spot. And then you leave that down, and then you put your 3 finger behind the 3rd fret of the B or 2 string, and then you kind of stagger your pinky so you're behind the 3rd fret of the high E. So you kind of have to get your 3 finger back a little bit, but you want your pinky right up behind the fret without touching it. And that way your 3 finger will only have to go back a little bit. So, and then with this type of a G5, the A would normally be muted by the angle of your finger here. So you can come down at a shallow angle of attack for this 2 finger. And now with the right hand, we're going to do the same thing. So you just squeeze down and you play P, I, M, A, I, M, I. So get used to that on G5. Make sure everything rings out cleanly. And now, in measure 2, we're going to be playing an E minor 7 with no 5th, which is basically you just lift up your finger here and you go like that. So that's all there is to it, really. You just go back and forth between that. Now, one little secret is sometimes that these strings, the 5 and the 4, will start ringing out and resonating when you play the E minor. So you can kind of just, instead of lifting this finger up, you can kind of rest it, just lightly rest it, so it dampens strings 5 and 4. Now this isn't necessary, but if you don't like that resonating sound of the 5 and 4 strings, or the A and the D, you can just lightly touch with your finger and mute them both at the same time. So I'll show you that technique right here. Still recovering from a little cough here. So, but you play this for 4 measures: 1 on G, 1 on E minor 7, 1 on G, 1 on E minor 7 for the intro, and then you start into the verse. So, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, like that. And then here's a little extra bonus I'll throw in here. If you want to add a passing note, this is a G, this is called an F sharp here, where you can grab it with your 1 finger. On beat 6, instead of playing the open G with your I finger, on beat 6 you can play the passing note with your 1 finger on the 6th string. So it would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that's not in the tab, but if you want to get kind of a little bit more of a cool intro, you can do that technique. So either way will sound great, and I hope this was a helpful lesson to learn the right hand fingering in the intro. So like I said before, please go to goodvibesguitar.com/Hall, Hall. Make sure you download the tab if you haven't already. And video 2 is available for free. Just share it, like whatever you have to do there. And also, you can become a premium supporter, and you don't have to do that. You'll just get video 2, and you'll also be able to download the videos. You'll be able to get the tabs in PDF form for all the exercises of this song. And the most important thing, I can't stress how awesome this is, there's going to be a play along on this system called Sound Slice. And it will be me playing the whole exercises, which is like a mini song arrangement of this. If you can play this arrangement that I made, you can play the whole thing. And you'll be able to play along to me, and you can slow it down or speed it up or loop parts that you're working on and practicing. So it's amazing. You'll get an example of that if you download the tab. And what else? Oh yeah. There's a song sheet there, so once you get these exercises down, you can play along to the song sheet, and premium members can also download that. So go ahead. I hope you enjoy. I love playing this song. It's a beautiful song, and it's a great chord progression in the key of G. So see you at video 2, and thanks for stopping by. Take care.